Hi, my name is Sarah. Today I'm going to be reading a book to you about sounds, so someday you'll be able to read just like me. A Sound Story About Audrey and Brad by Katherine J. Davis. One Saturday morning, Audrey and Brad sat in the den watching the pendulum swing back and forth on the clock on the wall. T, 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 t. They were bored. "Hey, Mom," said Brad. "Can we walk down to the park?" "Yes," said Mom, "but we must be back in time for your violin lessons." Soon Audrey and Brad were swinging as high as they could at the park. They could hear the loud sound of the chains screeching as they went back and forth. Eh, 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 eh. Then they jumped down and ran around the park playing chase. Before long, they were out of breath. Brad could hear himself breathing hard. They all walked home and Mom drove them to their violin lessons. Mrs. Russ was pleased to see them. "Did you practice every day?" she said. "I did," said Audrey quickly. Brad replied that he had practiced too. Soon they were playing music. Each violin made a beautiful sound as they pulled their bows across the strings. The sound was l, 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 l. Just as they arrived home from their music lesson, they heard the sound of the engine on a big delivery truck. It pulled into their driveway, and the delivery man handed Mom a package. Audrey and Brad were pleased to see that the new books had arrived from their book club. As they went into the house, they could see dark clouds gathering overhead. Soon lightning was flashing and rain was pouring down. The wind blew hard enough to make the branches on the trees sway back and forth. Audrey and Brad could hear the sound of the wind forcing its way into the house around the front door. "Ooh." "Well," said Mom, "the weather is so bad. This is the perfect time to go over your math facts." It was Brad's turn to go first. Was all he could say. As he looked at the flashcards, he had not been practicing his math facts. When Audrey had her turn, she got everyone right. They ate lunch, and then Audrey and Brad and Dad got into the car to go to basketball practice. The wind had stopped blowing, but it was still drizzling. At the gym, all the kids on the team warmed up by dribbling a basketball. Buh, 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 was the sound of the balls bouncing on the hardwood floor. Then they practiced passing and shooting. After basketball practice, they went home. Soon Mom called Audrey and Brad to dinner. They said when they saw their plates. They were having scrambled eggs, ham, and muffins. It looked delicious. Just as they sat down to eat, they heard a loud "rrr" coming from the backyard. They ran to look out the back door. Chewy had cornered a neighborhood cat in the yard. She was growling at the cat. The cat had no intention of putting up with Chewy. She reached out and scratched Chewy right on the nose. "Pfft." Chewy cried out in pain, as the cat quickly jumped over the fence and ran away. "Poor Chewy," said Brad. "She'll know to leave cats alone next time." He reached into the refrigerator and pulled out a soft drink. Kss was the sound of the air rushing out as he pulled the top off the can. After dinner, the whole family watched a movie together. It was pretty good. One character was a man who couldn't hear very well. He kept saying, "Eh?" whenever someone spoke to him. He couldn't understand a word they were saying. "That man should get hearing aids," said Mom. "He could hear much better with them." At school. The following Monday morning, Audrey and Brad took the bus to school. As Audrey slipped into her desk, she saw that a classmate had brought a snake to school in a cage. They talked about the snake during science class. It slithered around in its cage, flicking its tongue in and out, with a soft "sss" sound. Audrey worked hard all morning. After lunch, her class went outside for recess. She enjoyed jumping rope with her friends. The rope made a j, j, j sound as it slapped the concrete. After recess, Audrey realized that her throat was hurting. It had been sore all day, but now it was worse. Her teacher sent her to the office to see the school nurse. Audrey opened her mouth wide and said, "Ah," while the nurse examined her throat. Then the nurse took her temperature. "You don't have a fever," said the nurse. "It will be all right for you to go back to class." Back in the classroom, Audrey picked up her pencil to begin her afternoon assignment. The lead broke on her pencil as soon as it touched the paper. She reached into her desk to get another sharpened pencil. It was a good thing she had an extra one. At 2 o'clock, Audrey heard a knock at the door. Duh, duh, duh. It was her father, Dr. Davis, coming to help students work on the computers in the back of the room. It wasn't Audrey's turn to work on the computers today, so she smiled at her dad and then continued working on her assignment. At the end of the day, Audrey and Brad met their bus group in the hall. Their bus teacher waited for their group to be called. As they stepped outside, they could barely see their bus in the distance already on its way. "Ah!" screamed Audrey and Brad. All the children were upset. "It's okay," said the teacher. "We'll call your parents to come pick you up." The children waited in the office for their parents. They could hear the sound of the vacuum cleaner as Mrs. Taylor vacuumed the rug. Vroom. Brad was thirsty, so he asked for permission to go to the hall to get a drink of water. He went straight to the water fountain. He turned the handle and leaned over, swallowed the gushing water. G, 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 went the water as it streamed out of the faucet. G, 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 went his throat as he guzzled the water.
When Mom arrived at school, she took them straight to the doctor's office to get Audrey's throat checked. She wanted to make sure it wasn't strep throat. As they waited in the waiting room, Mom watched the fish swim back and forth in the large aquarium. They could hear the sound of the air pump pushing air into the water.
Audrey looked up when she heard the k sound of the receptionist's heels stepping across the tile floor. "I need to ask you a question about your insurance," said Mrs. Kendrick to Audrey's mother. "Certainly," said her mother as she stepped to the office counter. When Audrey's exam was finished, the doctor said that she didn't have strep throat after all. Mom was relieved. As Audrey, Brad, and Mom returned to their car, Brad accidentally stepped on a piece of yucky bubblegum. "Yee," he said. He tried to scrape it off on the edge of the sidewalk. Mom took the kids to the park on the way home. They sat at a picnic table and had a snack that she had packed. It was a pretty day. They could hear a mourning dove cooing in the distance. Coo, coo, coo. Suddenly they heard a loud buzzing sound. Zzz. They turned to see an enormous swarm of bees moving through the air. It landed on a pine tree near the picnic table. Other bees flew around in the air nearby. "Let's go home," they all yelled in unison. And that is exactly what they did.